to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium at altitude. Altitude that's been piloted by the likes of Young, McMahon, and Detmer, and home to the BYU Cougars. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Auburn's offense is on the field for the first time today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're turns on the Jets. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Hey, a lot of coaches talk about, let's set the tone early. Let's come out and assert our style. I like it. Let's just come out and fling it and make a big play and make this defense know we're ready to get this thing rolling.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cantrell. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Had to throw it before he wanted. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. You want to talk about a great way to... And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Right on the money. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Catch in the middle. It's Cantrell. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Fires complete on the crosser. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play off the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what do coaches talk about? Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty. It's not fun. But let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. And the Cougars will snap it on first and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. Fighting off the defender. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They had to kick a field goal on their first drive. They really need to punch it in the end zone on this one on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Absolutely center cut. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over Arkansas. For now, it's back to you, fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. That's caught. It's Cantrell. Turning it on. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of...
Touchdown, Auburn! Fitted in the window for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Boy, they've been jumped all over, and they really need to put together a scoring drive here, down 21-6. It's complete on the right side.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. The Cougars are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. He'll try to do it himself. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Wants to fire on second down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and wrecking.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quarterback making checks. Off play action. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The 3rd down's coming up. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grab near the sticks. It's Orlando. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Going to look downfield again. Bring in the heat. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Got his man to the left. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job and contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Orlando. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Tigers are threatening on 1st and goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Pressure coming. Now improvising. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on second down. Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. It's complete to the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right.
That's a nice catch, and it's a good job staying in bounds. If a quarterback would just give him a little bit more room, maybe have a little bit more space to make a play. Instead, no gain.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They're working that left side. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Hog, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Firing to the right, complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Auburn lines up quickly. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down.
And first down for the offense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll go to the toss. shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. And the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football, but it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Ready to fire from the pistol. On the move. At midfield, he's got room. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing...
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Auburn. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tacked on the extra point.
BYU 6.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hickman. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the...
There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Working that left side now. Pulled down for the tackle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. He's looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. A strike downfield. Tons of room in the middle. Inside the touchdown Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
He'll bring it out. It's Hickman. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. BYU with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Hauls it in, looking for space. Made a defender miss. clears. Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on. They're so quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score a TD.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Got the quick completion.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO flick. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
Looks as if BYU will have a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
So here comes the Auburn offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead.
And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a huge play. Snatches it on the right. There he goes. Past the tech. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Auburn! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Upshaw. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Oh, they're after him. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll run play action. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grab near the marker. It's Orlando. Got room at the 35. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us, because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now with the 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Wants to throw again. Under fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on.
Oh, he's got some space. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I know this offense has really struggled in this game, but they've still got individuals offensively that are trying to make plays, and they're trying to flash for their coaches to earn more opportunities the next time they see the field. Really nice job that time between these two, hooking up for an explosive play in the pass game. They could have used more of those today, but maybe this guy gets more chances catching passes the next time they take the field after flashing like that right there.
Got his man downfield. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Another incompletion on 3rd down. BYU trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.